Imagine waking up one day, and everything you've known, everything you've cherished, is suddenly gone. Life, my friends, has a funny way of throwing curveballs at us when we least expect them. It's like walking through a dense forest, where the path is unclear, and the way forward is shrouded in mystery. You might be strolling along, enjoying the beauty around you, when suddenly a branch snaps, and you find yourself tumbling down into an unseen pit. These are the unseen challenges that life throws at us. The sudden disruptions that leave us feeling lost, confused, and at times broken. Perhaps you've lost a job you loved, or a relationship you cherished has ended abruptly. Maybe you've received a health diagnosis that has turned your world upside down. The shock can be overwhelming. It's like a sudden downpour on a sunny day, leaving you soaked to the bone and shivering in cold. These moments can leave us feeling shattered, like a mirror that's been dropped on a hard floor. Each piece of our lives, once connected, now lies scattered and broken. We look at the fragments of our existence, wondering how we'll ever put them back together. But here's something important to remember. Just like a shattered mirror, each piece of your broken self holds a reflection of who you are. Each shard, though broken, is a part of the whole. It's a part of you. And while the image may be fragmented, it is not lost. Life's unseen challenges may break us, but they also give us a unique opportunity. An opportunity to look at the broken pieces of our lives, to understand their value, and to put them back together in a way that makes us stronger, wiser, and more resilient. So let's take a moment to acknowledge the shock, the pain, and the feeling of brokenness. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to grieve. But remember this, when life breaks you, it's not the end. It's just the beginning of a new journey. What if I told you that the harder life hits you, the stronger you become? Imagine a rubber ball. The harder you throw it against a wall, the higher it bounces back. That's resilience. And just like that rubber ball, you and we're built to bounce back too. Resilience isn't about avoiding the storms of life. It's about learning to dance in the rain. It's about standing tall even when everything around you is falling apart. It's about transforming wounds into wisdom and pain into power. It's about finding that silver lining in the darkest of clouds and using it to light your way forward. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed 1,000 times before he successfully invented the electric light bulb. He could have given up after the first failure or the 10th or the 100th, but he didn't. He chose to bounce back each time, and because of his resilience, the world was forever changed. Then there's Malala Yousafzai, a young girl who stood up for her right to education, despite the threats and dangers she faced. She was shot, but she didn't let that stop her. She fought back, she spoke up, and she went on to become the youngest ever Nobel laureate. That's the power of resilience. Resilience is not about how hard life can hit, but how much you can take and keep moving forward. It's about facing adversity head-on and saying, "Is that all you've got?" It's about understanding that the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So remember, when life gets tough, when it knocks you down and breaks you, don't be disheartened. Don't give up. Stand up, dust yourself off, and bounce back. Because it's in those broken pieces that you'll find your strength. It's in those trials and tribulations that you'll find your true self. So when life breaks you, know that it's preparing you for something greater. Do you know what happens when a caterpillar's life is broken? It becomes a butterfly. The caterpillar, after days of crawling on the ground, retreating into its cocoon, emerges as a beautiful butterfly. This transformation, though it happens in nature, serves as a powerful metaphor for our own lives. It's a beautiful reminder that sometimes the most significant transformations come from the most challenging circumstances. Consider the caterpillar. It starts its journey earthbound, crawling on the ground, limited to the leaf it was born on. But it's in the cocoon, the darkest and most confined space, that the caterpillar undergoes a metamorphosis. It's there, in the midst of adversity, that it transforms into a creature of flight, of beauty, of freedom. We often fear adversity, we dread the thought of our lives being broken, but it's in these moments of hardship that we're given the opportunity to change, to grow, to transform. When life breaks us, it's not a sign of our weakness or our failure. It's a sign that we're on the brink of a transformation. Like the caterpillar, our greatest growth often comes from our greatest challenges. The hardships we face, the trials we endure, they're not meant to break us, but to mold us, to shape us into the best versions of ourselves. They're the cocoon that we must retreat into before we can spread our wings and soar. We may start our journey crawling on the ground, limited by our circumstances, our fears, our doubts. But it's through these adversities that we find our strength, our courage, our wings. It's through these adversities that we become the butterfly. So remember, the next time you're faced with a challenge, the next time you feel your life is broken, know that it's not the end. It's the beginning of a transformation, a metamorphosis. It's the beginning of your flight, your freedom, your beauty. When life breaks you, it's not to destroy you, but to transform you. Have you ever seen a phoenix? It's a mythical bird that rises from its ashes, stronger and more beautiful than before. Picture this, a vibrant bird, enveloped in flames, reduced to nothing but a pile of ashes. But from that seemingly lifeless heap, a new bird emerges, more potent, resplendent, and awe-inspiring than it was before. This is the phoenix, a symbol of rebirth, renewal, and resilience. Now you're probably wondering, what does a mythical creature have to do with me? Well, let's think about it. Life can sometimes feel like a raging inferno, can't it? It can burn us, take us down, reduce us to ashes. But just like the phoenix, we too have the capacity to rise from our ashes. We all face challenges, and at times they can seem insurmountable. They can knock us down, break us, and leave us feeling like we're nothing more than a pile of ashes. But every challenge, every hardship, and every setback is an opportunity for rebirth. Each one provides us with the chance to emerge stronger, wiser, and more beautiful on the other side. You see, we are not defined by our challenges, but by how we rise from them. We hold within us the power to transform, to renew, and to rise. It's not about avoiding the flames, it's about learning to rise from the ashes. Our lives are not a smooth, straight path. They are a series of peaks and valleys, of triumphs and trials. And it's in those trials, in those moments when we're broken and beaten down, that we find our true strength. We discover our ability to rise, to renew, to transform. So, as we navigate through life, let's not fear the flames. Let's embrace them. Let's allow them to refine us, to shape us, to make us stronger. Because, in the end, it's not the flames that define us, it's how we rise from the ashes. So when life breaks you, remember the phoenix. You too can rise from your ashes. So the next time life breaks you, what will you do? Think back to the trials you faced, the moments when you felt shattered, lost in a sea of despair. Remember the strength you found within yourself, that spark of resilience that ignited your transformation. You've seen the power of rebirth, the phoenix rising from its ashes. Life will throw 1,000 unseen challenges your way, but remember, these are not meant to break you, but to make you. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, a chance to rediscover the strength within you. You've faced the storms, you've embraced the transformation, and you've risen from the ashes. Now, it's time to face the future with courage, to stand tall in the face of adversity, to let your resilience shine. Remember, when life breaks you, it's just a sign that you're about to rise. So rise and shine. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this.